Shalom. Kal halalimla, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, elder bishops, great millstone, and shalom to the prophets of that body, and shalom to the 144,000. I don't really look into these other individuals that the Lord has possibly may have used to sort of give visions or dreams to, but the Lord does say that He will give dreams and visions to different individuals, whether it's the heathen, whether it's our people or the heathen. Let me get the scripture actually. I will send dreams and visions, King James Version. Okay, let's go to Joel 2:28. It's Acts 2:15 as well. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your old men shall dream dreams, and your young men shall see visions. And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit, and I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay. Let me just read verse 32 as well. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai shall be delivered. And that's the elect, and those are Israelites only. For in Mount Zion and Jerusalem shall be deliverance. Hence the reason why specified Mount Zion and Jerusalem, as the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has said, in the remnant, that's the elect, whom the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai shall call. All right. But verse 28, 29, 39, 28, 31 is what I'm trying to refer to right now. Okay. Now, I don't know who this Baba Vanga guy is, and there's also Nostradamus. Okay. In the last 24 to 48 hours, news outlets are sort of touching on the predictions for 2025 and AI and the war and Revelation 11:14, which is World War III, alien invasion, apocalypse, etc., right? Now, they'll touch on every aspect of these so-called end time prophecies, right? They'll put it on a huge platform and emphasize on that, but they'll never ever focus on the scriptures or the Bible saying the same thing since from the beginning. Okay, which means this is from my indication, right? This is just more predictive programming on the pursuant to revelation of the method. The elites, possibly using this as more predictive programming and letting you know what time it is. Obviously, they, because if they wanted to and they were righteous, the heathen can't be righteous, but if they were trying to be so-called good on a certain level, they would focus on the Bible and say, okay, this is what the Lord said, this is what's going to happen, race riots and World War III and the RFID chip and America is new Babylon, the daughter of Babylon. They would focus on these things which, for the most part, some so-called wacky-tacky Christians do touch upon. All right, but they never touch upon who the children of Israel are. Okay, but this Indian news station WION or WION is touching on Baba Vanga. And and how old is this? Today is the 9th of January, 2025. So we are 1 week into the so-called new year, which isn't really the new year because the new year is between March and April, as it is in the East for the most part. Yeah, it's 2 days old. So it came out on the 7th of January. Okay. And I'm just going to play this. It's just more predictive programming, as a lot of people are coming out and saying that, okay, they have a deep, dark sort of feeling that something is going to come, something's happening. something doesn't feel right. They know deep down, what they call your gut feeling, right? That something is about to go, bump in the night, or something's about to go left, you know. And yeah, well, they're right. The Lord is putting it in their spirit that something's about to happen. And also, whether these individuals like Nostradamus or this person here, right, genuinely did see these things, or are they just going off the Bible and then saying that they actually saw these things, through visions or dreams as well? I don't know. But the news outlets are focusing on these individuals like Nostradamus or Baba Vanga, uh, right? Which means, it's more predictive programming. Nevertheless, they're letting people know, okay? But we wait on Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. The hopeful elect wait on Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, because the Lord is, there's that song, lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend, right? The Lord is, we lean on the Lord, you know? Hope I'm saying that right. The hopeful elect lean on Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. The Lord, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, is our ointment, our balm for our pain. The Lord takes away our worries. Okay, all the worries that we had in the world, the Lord, by being in the truth, all those worries are diminished. You know what I mean? So we lean on the Lord. But the rest of the world, they don't have that. Hence the reason why they panic, you know? And they're worried and they actually believe, green men are going to come out of the sky, the so-called alien invasion, but we know who they are. They're our angelic brothers, okay? And leading them would be our King, His Majesty, Malak Hamashiach Yahushai. All right. I'm just going to play this and I'm going to go into some scriptures. By the way, fair use, okay? I'm just emphasizing what's already been stated here. It's one thing, I don't know whether this Baba Vanga is a male or a female, but Baba is usually referring to, especially in the East, it's usually a male. Maybe it's a Bulgarian thing, maybe Baba means something different. I don't know. I'll check that out. But nevertheless, let it play. That individual looks like a female, you got the head covering and all that. If this individual is saying that there's been advancements in on the medical side and promoting this vaccines, then it's predictive programming, okay? Because there's nothing good coming out of taking vaccines. All right, period. All right. All right. So a lot of people are going to believe this. People like this and say, okay, you know what? Baba Vanga said it. Nostradamus said it. You know what? I'm going to take that vaccine, whatever it could be, whatever cure is for, supposedly. All right. As the Lord said, in the book of Job, they are forgers of lies. They are physicians of no value. conflict in mainland Europe. A potential alien encounter during major events such as the Super Bowl is also predicted, such as a Super Bowl. I'm not too clued up on American sports. Let me just find out when the next Super Bowl is. Super Bowl 2025 date. Sunday, 9th of February, 2025. Okay, so that means it could be alluding to, one of their AI technology or Project Bluebeam type situation, because these damn devils are not going to know when our angelic brothers, are going to show up. That's all up to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. They're saying this year, shocking Martian war involving extraterrestrial beings is also predicted. Okay, but we hope in the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, we know what the Lord looks like. We know what our angelic brothers look like, and we're going to know. The elect are going to know when the Lord cracks the skies open. All right, the elect are going to know when the angelic brothers come through. Okay, with Archangel Michael, we know. Mayaka Allah, we know. All right, but the rest of the world ain't going to know, man. They're probably going to show some weird beings or some hippie type Edomite looking so-called savior coming in the sky, standing on some kind of chariot or cloud or whatever. And people are going to believe it, or they're going to show some green individuals, green things, and they're probably going to be showing them, the way they did the Twin Towers, that plane coming through, hitting the buildings when that plane wasn't even really there. That was just some kind of Project Bluebeam. They're probably going to show it where they're shooting in the sky, and wherever they're shooting at is going to be, trying to fight back or whatever, however they'll do it. Possibly, But yeah, this year, shocking Martian war involving extraterrestrials beings also predicted. It says something might happen on the Super Bowl, which is the 9th of February, 2025. All right, let's see. Let's go to another one. We've been hearing about Nostradamus for many years, All right, this is 37 minutes ago today. So in the last 2 days, WION have been talking about chilling predictions for 2025, and just the powers that be that control these news stations promoting more revelation of the method or predictive programming. Let's go. 2025 is going to be a hardcore year, man. Lord willing, 2026 doesn't even, you know, Lord willing, this is the year. All right, so this is more predictive programming. What's predictive programming? Predictive programming has multiple matches, including a formal method for program specification and refinement, and a theory of a brain function. Okay, yes. That's not it. Okay, okay, let's do this. Predictive programming. How do movies, books, and TV shows predict the future? Okay, this is from January the 3rd, 2022. Looks like one of the Twin Towers. 9 years before the emergence and outbreak of the coronavirus, almost COVID like situations were depicted in the movie Contagion, which was released in the year 2011. Similarly, a Simpsons episode called The City of New York versus Homer Simpson, that originally aired in the year 1997, features a plot that early mirrors the 9/11 tragedy in some ways. All right, there are many other fictional incidents from various books, movies, and TV shows. Okay, you can also add news as well to that do revelation of the method or predictive programming, which is the elites letting their, because the elites own all or at least part of every news station, every media outlet out there, movies, shows, whatever. Okay, they're involved in everything. Remember, they are the kings of the earth at this moment in time, even though they're falling. Okay, so they have involvement in everything. All right, they've got their people that are involved in everything. All right, so they're going to touch on pretty much everything, letting you know. And this individual that's writing I mean, this is on interesting engineering. It's a funny sort of news piece that they're using on uh, a website called Interesting Engineering, and it's written by what looks like to be an Elamite, Rupendra Brahmambat, Braham Bhatt, right? Okay, it's very unusual, which goes to show, um, you know, this could be them letting him know, and letting his seniors know to write this news article on this X, Y, and Z so people can read it. So they put it everywhere, or he just understood the fact that predictive programming is in everything. Nevertheless, it's here, right? There are many other fictional incidents from various books, movies, and TV shows that almost seem to predict what later happened in real life, and many of them involve science and technology. Consider the early depictions of futuristic tech like AI, robots, and virtual reality, for example. Predictive programming is a theory devised by conspiracy theorists. It claims that the government or groups of elites are using fictional movies or books as a mass mind control to make the population more accepting. See? Mass mind control to make the population more accepting of planned future events. So, how plausible is this theory? Does the media we consume make us more likely to calmly tolerate any changes that those in charge wish to make, or to accept things that appear bizarre? Of course, it does. It makes you more normal to it. You know, all right. It just makes sort of normal to it. It makes you get used to it. Okay, it makes you get used to the madness. You know, I was watching yesterday. I was watching a video of 1970s. It was like a family shopping. I believe it was in Sears, and some old footage of London in the 70s and 80s and early 90s. And a lot of people were saying in the comments, saying the further we get, he goes, the further we get away from that era, uh, he goes, the less real it seems. He goes, thank you very much for making this video to let me know that the era that I grew up in, which is true, because the further you get away from it, is like I was watching a video from 1997 how London was, and I was in my 20s then, and I was there, And I look at the cars and the police cars and how everything was, and I think to myself, damn, that's how it was. It's weird because it's like we're used to this world now, how abnormal it is, you know? So, yeah, um, time plus predictive programming gets you used to the bizarre upside down world that we're in. And this predictive programming is, especially the people that aren't in the know, especially the Israelites that aren't in the know, and obviously the heathen, right? Because this is their world. They have to get used to it. They just say that, you know what, this is the world we're in. We just got to get used to it, you know. But we got Yahweh Bashim and Shai to lean upon. But this is, yeah, this is predictive programming. So this news is just another example of that, you know, just another example of them letting you know that something's, you know, on the horizon, right? Okay, but we don't rely on Nostradamus. We don't rely on Baba Vanga. We don't rely on none of that BS. Okay, whether they saw visions or dreams, cool. All right, maybe the Lord used them to let the heathen know, or people that don't believe in the Most High, because a lot of people have said that, you know, that a lot of people don't believe in, a higher power. You know, so scripture, there is no God. There is no God, King James Version. Oh, yeah, that's it. Psalm 14 and 1. The fool hath said in his heart, there is no most high power, Yahweh, or Yahweh Bashem Yashai. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. So a lot of people, that don't subscribe to so-called the Bible, and or what the whole world would deem as the Christian faith or religion, they would use, you know, um, characters that don't prescribe to a specific faith, like Nostradamus or Baba Vanga. They'll just say, okay, what they're saying, it'll be just like predictive programming, and it'll be in their mind. So when things do happen, okay, uh, it won't be so shocking to them. All right. So especially when it comes to AI and or taking the RFID chip, which is Revelation 13:16, the main thing that the elites want to do is get you used to the new world order way of life, and this is what they're doing. And a lot of people, the way they're going to do that is when they're pushed into a corner. A lot of people will take the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, Revelation 13:16. All right, okay, but still, because a lot of people that, especially Israelites that aren't in the truth, they don't have no one to lean on, man. All right, they don't believe in the Most High. They just say, I've even seen certain Jakes write, it could be AI, but certain Jakes say in certain social media platforms, saying that, I don't, don't believe in God. Stand on your own too. They say stand on your own too. Forget about God. That's what they say. Which is crazy, crazy concept. Because you know, it's just, for me, it's just madness not to believe in a higher power, man. Because I always believed in a higher power when I was coming up, but now I know the name. Okay, so they don't have no one to lean on. Well, we have Yahweh Shai. But this is just even the scriptures let us know that people, the Lord will use others to see visions and dreams. Maybe the Lord used them to see visions and dreams. Cool, but we know from the get go through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, via our elders, apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. All right, what time it is, and all these things were written in the scriptures from the beginning. Okay, Yahweh Shai let His people know, especially the elect, what times we're in right now. Hence the reason why the elect are not running around like headless chickens. The elect are going through the ringer. Don't get it twisted. But the elect, even though they go through the pain, but they have that ointment, that balm, that comfort. Okay, like that song. I mentioned that song. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. All right. Okay, and the Lord, um, we lean on Yahweh Shai. We call upon the Lord. All right. Psalms 27:14. Wait on the Lord, Yahweh Bahashim Yashai. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. Okay. Lamentations 3:25. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yashai is good unto them that wait for him, to the soul that seeketh him. Okay. So the Lord, you know, when your faith builds up and you go through trial and tribulation and things just don't work out for ages, but you can feel it in your spirit, things are going to work out. And when they do, you're at a point where you feel good that you went through what you did, because all it has done is increased your faith that much more stronger. It's solidified. You're solidified more in it. Okay. A lot of us hope for you know the hopeful elect. Most of the members, especially the men, hope for that power as well. Which is Psalm 40:31. I believe is it Psalm 40:31. Psalm 40:31, King James Version. Sorry, Isaiah 40:31. Isaiah 40:31. But they that wait upon the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yashai, shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Okay, that power for the elect is not going to come through Baba Vanga or Nostradamus or any other religion. It's going to come through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And the hopeful elect have that faith. There's a deep down feeling inside every hopeful elect member that they, like when when, how shall I say it? You have, put it this way, you feel confident that the Lord is gonna, the faith is there, right? Because Hebrews 11:6 says that without faith it is impossible to please Him, right? So the elect or the hopeful elect have that confident feeling that the Lord Yahweh Hashem is going to come through, and they could be possibly of that number, right? Okay, and the hopeful elect are trying their damnedest. Whatever lot they have or whatever amount of knowledge they have, they are trying their damnedest to do better each day and every day and learn more and more and more, and always praying in the name without ceasing. Yahweh and the hopeful elect see dreams, see visions, okay, right, in the spirit and power of Yahweh and the hopeful elect also know when those dreams and visions come, they are from Yahweh Shai. Okay, it's not no bugged out dream, because sometimes even though you do have bugged out dreams, like Elder Apostle Tahar would say, you might have like a dodgy cheese sandwich or a tuna sandwich or whatever, that could happen. But when it's from Yahweh Shai, it's clear and concise, and you can feel it in your spirit. There's not like a demonic undertone to it, so to speak. We know it's Yahweh Shai, and especially if you've had a dream or vision and you've seen the name Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai in it, that's it definitely solidifies it. All right. Okay, because what these elites are doing is what we call revelation of the method. Okay, you got the right hand side, which is the scriptures, and then you got the powers that be that will use predictive programming and revelation of the method by various means, even so-called methods that a lot of people think that are harmless, or they show these individuals from the past or elderly beings, like that old person Baba Vanga or Nostradamus from many centuries ago. People assume that because they're older, or it's a person from many centuries ago, they're legit. All right. Okay. But for us, it's Yahweh Bashem Yashai. All right. So predictive programming meaning. Salaki, not that. It's revelation of the method I was looking for. Revelation of the method meaning. Let's go here. It's on Facebook, which is weird.
Trip that you knew you was getting them. Of course, all day, every day. Yeah. So y'all knew you was getting them that year. I did. Yeah.
Shaq and Miss NBA scripted.
Oh, your ring's real?
Okay, revelation of the method is a concept where those in power reveal their intentions or plans, often through media or by other means. All right, that's what it means. The little definition is here, which is simply predictive programming. Okay, so the hopeful elect don't rely on other, um, you know, because much study is weariness of the flesh, paraphrasing scripture. So we don't, the hopeful elect don't put all their eggs in various baskets. We put all our eggs in one basket, and that's the basket of Yahweh Bashim Shai. All right. Yeah, you can look at these things, and every time we see things like Nostradamus or Baba Vanga or any other kind of individuals or some Elamite, and sitting in an Indian position, saying Om, all that kind of stuff, whatever, right? And they're saying, "Oh, this is going to happen, that's going to happen." That's just a you know revelation of the method or predictive programming. Okay, we know these things because Yahweh Shai, via our prophets, let the hopeful elect know, as well as the rest of the world, what time it is. But the hopeful elect put all the eggs in one basket, and we know what time it is and what time we're coming to. Hence a reason why the helpful elect are not making videos on crying and bitching and moaning about what they're going through. The hopeful elect and the elect are going through what they're going through, but like as mentioned, we have that balm and that ointment. And that's Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay. Okay. All praise to Yahweh Hashem Shai.